Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to Kibla Armada. It's Gman out here in Hong Kong, joined by Little Pun. We're gonna go through issue 3 of Deadpool vs Punisher. Frank Castle has an unstoppable will, Wade Wilson has an unstoppable mouth. Brilliant collaboration between these two. Punisher don't mess around. We all know Punisher. He's a serious dude, kills with no remorse, kills with no hesitation. Whereas Deadpool does the same in some way, but he's got that mouth that just cracks constant joke. So the collaboration between these two is jokes. You're going to get a serious action-packed comic and with loads of jokes on it. If you haven't seen the videos in issue 1 and 2, check those out just to kind of get an update on those. But basically, Punisher's up after this guy called Bank because he's an accountant doing like money laundering for big gangsters. We find out he's doing it for stuff for gangsters like Kingpin and stuff. So Punisher's after him. Deadpool has done some jobs for this guy called Banks, like collecting money from different gangs and whatnot. They thought Banks' wife and kid tried to escape. They thought they were dead, but they were obviously not. She planned it because she's trying to escape, all that stuff. So Punisher and Deadpool are in pursuit of the wife and the son, because Punisher's only lead to the money laundering is them. Issue 3 starts off with, at the end of issue 2, Punisher shoots Deadpool in the head again to help him, well, not help him, but to make him lose his memory so Punisher can kind of control him or whatnot. Issue 3 wakes up, he starts off with Deadpool waking up in the battle van. Again, he's talking about a crazy dream that he had. And then he's like, wait a minute, there's all these bullet holes going into the van. He's like, am I in a battle van? He's telling, he looks at Punisher, he's like, listen, there's a lot of holes. Something's creating a lot of holes in your van. You need to get that looked at. Punisher turns around and said, yes, you're in a battle van. You need to shut up and fight. The next page is basically, as you can see, just a bunch of gangs after them. You got the Hand, I see a Mexican gang, loads of other gangs after them. He's telling Deadpool basically, Deadpool's basically saying like, put me in, coach, put me in, I want to fight. And then he's asking him what's the situation. So Punisher tells him, we're in pursuit of the wife and kid, right? But Deadpool is very close with them. So he's like, oh my god, are they in trouble? He's like, yes, they're in trouble. They're Punisher's only lead to the Banks money laundering operation that he's got going on here. So, and he's telling Deadpool, Banks thinks we killed them, so he's put a contract on us. That's why these gangs are after us. Deadpool's like, no, I will never hurt them. And then for some reason he says hashtag same person, and he kisses Punisher on the cheek. And Punisher's not having it. Anyway, Punisher replies like, Punisher said, never kiss me again if I don't have a hand free to shoot you with. That's just him giving him jokes. But yeah, Punisher's just giving him the lowdown that, listen, I think we've catched up to the wife and child. They're in Italy, or possibly in either France or Italy, or on the border or something like that. He's saying that they've got a contract on them. So Deadpool, in the next scene, he's like, alright, cool, you talk too much, I'm in. Basically saying that just tell me to kill everyone and I'm on it, to protect the wife and kid. So he's on it. He's telling Punisher, by the end of this, I'm gonna make you smile. Punisher's like, no, I doubt that's gonna happen. Anyway, he goes, let's do this thing, right? He jumps off Punisher's battle van, shouts out chimichangas as he does, and starts killing everyone, just going to work basically. Deadpool's just basically, the next scene's just killing up everyone. The next page goes on to Taskmaster. So on issue 2, Banks calls up some guy to help him out. That was obviously Taskmaster. He's basically on the phone to... he's basically in a restaurant having a drink and stuff like that, but he's obviously got plans. He's watching something through a camera. So he sees the whole battle that's going on below. The next page is about the son and the daughter. She's obviously scared. The son has no idea what's going on, and the son is a mathematician basically. So he's asking the wife, sorry. The son is asking the wife, you know, is daddy gonna join us? I miss my maths lessons that I have with him, or my maths, you know, games that they used to have. The son is a mathematician basically. So the wife is trying to comfort him, saying, you know, trying to give him some basically maths to do, but it's too easy for the kid because he's a mathematician. Anyway, next scene goes back to the battle, and then you got Deadpool saying, oh, just say it, don't knock it until you try it. Punisher's like, no. He goes, say it. Punisher's like, save your breath. It's like, oh, come on, it feels good to take yourself out of the nitty gritty, the grime and gritty all the time. And then Punisher's like, I'm not gonna say it. Deadpool's like, say what? Punisher says chimichangas. It's like, I can't believe you fell for that. You said chimichangas. That's just driving Punisher nuts. He's grinning his teeth. He's fucking in the midst of battle, and you've got Deadpool just taking a piss. And he's just said, I totally made you say it. It's just jokes. Anyway, so they come up to a barrier of these gangs, the bad guys. Punisher like jump, he flicks a switch. Battle van goes straight into the gang, the barrier that's been set up, and the van explodes. Alright, there's a big battle going on. Taskmaster has just revealed himself, and Deadpool's noticed him, and he's like, oh, Tarsy. And he goes after basically Taskmaster. Frank is going to deal with these low-level guys on the floor. So you got the Hand, you got, like I said, those other gangs and whatnot. Taskmaster is actually watching Punisher as he fights, and he's kind of impressed with his fighting style. Like he doesn't know, well, like he's kind of narrating on what his fighting style is doing. So each scene is like, okay, it's like, all right, you got jiu-jitsu, and then you got some Muay Thai. And then I see, next scene is Punisher poking someone's guy's eyes. Like, all right, a little bit of Krav Maga as well. So he's basically kind of scoping out Punisher's fighting style and stuff. Next scene is Taskmaster seeing the wife and kid. He makes a call to Banks, who looks like he's in some kind of meeting, and is basically saying, telling Banks that I see the wife and kid. Banks is basically telling him, listen, I don't care about the wife. I need the kid. Kid's most important for me. That's what who he wants alive more than anything. What he doesn't, basically he's telling them what Banks is basically indirectly telling Taskmaster is the kid has all the account numbers in his head for all the money that he's basically dealing with all the gangsters. Taskmaster realizes that, and he's like, all right, cool. Well, listen, I don't want the job anymore. This whole job about the hit that he put on Punisher, he's like, I don't want it in anymore, because he realized, I'm going to take the kid, get the numbers from his head, and get rich. Banks is panicking. He's like, no. And the phone locks off. So Taskmaster has changed his goal now from killing them to get that money for the hit to kidnapping the child. Punisher's fighting these dudes on the ground, and then all of a sudden the guy goes, wait, hold that, copy that, hold on, stop. He's like, abort, that's enough, abort. Punisher's looking around thinking, what the fuck's going on? He goes, what, you think I'm getting into this super fight for fun? He's like, this is all business, this is all money, we're contracted, it's cool, we're all good. Punisher's like, you were all, he's like, wait, you were all hired by the same person. They were all hired by Taskmaster, basically. He's like, yeah, we'll just basically playing a game for him. He's like, no, we're paying him. So these guys were paying Taskmaster to do this because they're trying to get experience, basically. It was fun for them. He's like, but now the job's been called off. He's like, oh, it's all good. Like, we're done now, we're cool. And he goes, look, I feel like we've learned a lot. Thank you so much for your time. They're thanking Punisher for the time. These guys are jokes, right? You got some killer moves, bro. They're all talking to him like, yeah, I thought that Bloodsport stuff was hard. But damn, man, you're amazing. They all compliment Punisher. Punisher's standing there thinking, what the fuck is going on? They're walking away like it's all good because their contract's over. They're like, it's all good, it's cool, see you around. They're like, I'll see you around. And Punisher's standing there thinking, what? Are you guys serious? He goes, yeah, no hard feelings, bro. We're just professionals, just like you. And they're trying to walk away. Punisher just picks up an automatic weapon and just shoots them all down. Like, what the fuck? He goes, I'm no professional. I'm more of an enthusiast. That's Punisher. These guys are jokes. Again, this whole comic's just full of that. The next scene, you got Taskmaster. He got hold of the wife and child. Obviously, his new understanding is this kid has basically got all the account numbers in his head. So he's taking the kid. He's trying to take the kid. The wife's like, no, you can't take the kid. He's telling her, just go away, basically, and you won't get hurt. She obviously doesn't want to do that. She opens fire, and he has a shield, and he basically explains, he blocks it with a shield, and he basically explains that this it's an exact replica of Captain Rogers' shield in every way possible, except one. He flings it at the lady and chops her head off. Obviously, it's a bit sharpened around the edges to chop off her head. So he kills the woman. Deadpool arrives and he's like, man, I was too late. She's dead, Frank. She's dead. And he's like, who? He's like, you know, Marina, Banks's wife, is dead, and Hudson is gone. So he's basically telling Punisher that he failed. He didn't get to save her and whatnot. He goes, funny thing is, he checked the messages, and he's been. Deadpool turns to Punisher. He goes, funny thing is, I've checked my messages, and I've been hired to kill you too. Banks has left a voice message for him. So now he's clocking on a little bit. He goes, you lied to me, Castle. The contract isn't for you and me. It's just for you. You're the only one here on the run. So Punisher's been telling him that they're both on the run, but he just realized it's just Punisher. And he's like, maybe if I helped Marina if I helped from the start, I would have been able to save Marina. It would have been save the kid. So he feels like Punisher's held him back because of the lies. You know, you could have helped him from the start. If you weren't playing these games in my head all along, I would have been able to save him, you know. And then he's like, you know what, I'm thinking of collecting the bounty myself. I just had it up to here with your... And then someone from the back, one of the guys that Punisher didn't actually finish, started opening fire and shot Deadpool right in the head, which Punisher would have done anyway, as he did in issue 1 and 2. Punisher finishes the guy off, the one that was still alive, and then it finishes off with round 3 winner, Deadpool. I guess that comes down to Deadpool knows what's going on now. I don't know if this will affect his memory as it did in issue 1 and 2, but he's clocking on now what's happening. So that's issue 3. I mean, the story is just developing basically on Punisher trying to reach these guys. Deadpool's clocking on to what's going on slowly. So, you know, they were on the same side. Well, they started off against each other, and then they were on the same side because Punisher shot him in the head and kind of manipulated a little bit. And now Deadpool's clocking on what's happening. Looks like issue 4 and 5 and whatever and so on, they might be against each other. So we'll see what's going on. But again, brilliant read. Very fun to just sit down for 5-10 minutes and go through this. Again, loads of quirky jokes from Deadpool and loads of action from the Punisher. So if you haven't checked out the comics, check them out. I highly recommend them. If you're a Punisher and Deadpool fan, 100% recommend them. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber and you have seen it, you like some of the content that we're pushing out, we not only do comic book reviews, we do movie reviews. Me and Kibbs do a weekly podcast where we talk about all things geeky. Beyond that, we've got Kibler's artwork that he posts up. We got beyond that, we do like a little healthy thing that we've done. I've released some videos on a health shake to help for general health. Kibler and Jakob discuss mental health. Just loads of different content, man. So if you're into all that stuff, if you like the content we're pushing out, please press subscribe, like and comment. You know, it'd be great to hear about your feedback. Appreciate it. And alright, peace. Gman out.